Welcome back, everybody, to the top 9 races that I've picked out for you guys to tune in this upcoming weekend. And I try to come up with a good mix of different races, so there's a little bit for everyone in there. So we're going to get started with the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge. They're returning for round 2 at the Sebring International Raceway along the IMSA Michelin Pilot Challenge. We will also have the Mustang Challenge going into round 1 of the 6-round series. And then, of course, the big race of the weekend for IMSA is the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship going into round 2, and they have their 12-hour endurance race, Sebring International Raceway. The easiest way for you to tune in the US for that is via Peacock or NBC Motorsports or Sports. So make sure to tune in for that because I think it's going to be a very, very good race. Moving on from that, we have more endurance racing this upcoming weekend. We actually also have the 24-hour series, European series. Going into round 1, they're doing a 12-hour race at Mugello. So that will be really, really awesome to watch. Easiest way for you to tune in is via the Sraventic Motorsports TV YouTube channel, where you can already go on there right now and select notify me for the race start. They are separating the races into race 1 and race part 1 and race part 2. I think they're going to split it into like 6-hour sections, but either way, you can watch it for free on YouTube. So make sure to tune in. Now, moving on from that, we have more endurance racing. I'm going to bring up one more endurance race that will happen this upcoming weekend, which is the Nürburgring Endurance Series, is returning again for round 2 at the Nürburgring Nordschleife, of course. Last weekend, there was also supposed to be a 4 race. However, it was canceled due to the excessive fog on the track, and it was just not safe racing conditions, so they had to cancel a race. However, this weekend we're already going into the second race of the season, and that will be broadcasted on the Nürburgring YouTube channel. They also have it on the ADAC or ADAC Motorsports channel, as well as the Nürburgring Landstrecken channel. All of those channels, I believe, first of all, you can watch it for free, and they do English and German broadcasts. So if you're a fan of the Nürburgring or the Nordschleife, make sure to go already in there, set your notification to get a notification for the start race. Yes, so that is that. We are now going to move on to number 4. And the thing I think we are very excited for here on the channel. Unfortunately, we had to wait a whole 3 weeks for the second race of MotoGP, but the guys are finally back. MotoGP in Brazil. Again, I think everyone is a little bit uncertain how the race is going to go because the Brazilian GP is a little bit of a wild card. However, nonetheless, I think it will be a really awesome race. Keep in mind, Saturdays we have the sprint race and Sundays we have the main race. And then, of course, alongside MotoGP, we also have Moto2 and Moto3 racing this upcoming weekend. The easiest way for you to tune in, if you're located in the US, or if it is available for you, is via the MotoGP Video Pass, which is what we are using to watch the races. Now we're going to move on, and I'm switching it up completely. I picked out a drag race for you guys to tune in. We have the NHR Pro Mod Drag Racing Series returning for round 2 this upcoming weekend at the Firebird Motorsports Park, as well as the NHR Mission Foods Drag Racing Series, also round 2 at the Firebird Motorsports Park. So if you're a fan of that, make sure to tune in. The easiest way to actually watch that is via an NHRA TV, which is also a subscription service. They have a bunch of events throughout the year. You can either do a monthly subscription or the yearly subscription, whatever works best for you. This is also a thing we're, of course, very excited. AMA Supercross returns this upcoming weekend at the Protective Stadium in Birmingham, Alabama. This will be round 10 of the SMX series. Easiest way to watch will be on Peacock or via NBC. Last weekend, the guys got a break, which is nice because they do deserve a break. And then, so this weekend, we will be back for that. Of course, we have a more outdoor or more motocross this weekend because the FIM Motocross World Championship is going into round 2 at the MXGP of Andalusia or Almonte. And then the best way for you to tune in is via the MXGP TV subscription. It's an easy way to tune in and watch the races. They do 2 races per weekend. They do a Saturday and a Sunday race. So just keep that in mind. Now, I do have some single-seater action for you guys if you are still hungry for single-seater action, because we have Formula E in Madrid happening this upcoming weekend. Unbelievably, Formula E is already in round 6 out of 17. So if you're a big fan, we of course also have Formula One racing in Madrid this year. But this upcoming weekend, we have the E Prix or the E Grand Prix. And the easiest way for you to watch it in the US is via Roku US. And then if you're in Europe, I know they, depending on where you're located, they also offer it on Discovery Plus and also HBO Max EU. So this depends on your location. And if you're really lucky, you might be actually in a location that can watch it for free on YouTube. But once again, this is all depending on your location. Formula E doesn't really make it that easy. So just make sure to verify where you can tune in for this upcoming race weekend. And now I'm going to round out this whole video with, of course, you guys guessed it, we are back with some NASCAR action. We have NASCAR Craftsman's Truck Series racing this upcoming weekend, the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, as well as NASCAR Cup Series racing at the Darlington Raceway. So if you're a NASCAR fan, as it is with most weekends, you do get some NASCAR action. Just keep in mind the NASCAR Craftsman's Truck Series race is on the 20th, which is a Friday actually, and then the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts series is on Saturday, and then NASCAR Cup Series is Saturday and Sunday. So just keep that in mind. Easiest way for you to tune in the US is via Fox 1 or Fox Sports 1. So these are the top 9 races, and technically these are always a little bit more than just 9 races. So there's plenty of you for you guys to tune in the comments. As always, let me know what you guys will be watching. I know for sure 1000% we will be watching the MotoGP race, and then I'm also gonna watch one of or some of the endurance racing. We have 2 12-hour races, so that will be a little bit tricky to watch both of them, but I'm definitely going to try to tune into one of them, and I think it's going to be IMSA because I love sports car racing. As always, like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon here on the channel with everything that we watched this past weekend where we chat about it. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.